Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see it. Folks, we got a bombshell for you guys here today that y'all definitely don't want to miss a second of. But before we even get into it, make sure you put on your seatbelt, because this one is going to be a bumpy ride for these MFers out here. Let's get into this one right here, okay? And by the way, make sure you follow me on IG. My handle is CTABANZ. Make sure you go follow me right now, and also make sure you follow the Dreamers Pro page on Instagram as well. Same name as the channel, Dreamers Pro. Let's get into this topic here, okay? The NBA world went into an absolute frenzy when we got the news that Michael Jordan was going to be coming back to the NBA, but not in the form that he came back to play basketball as he did previously. In this case, he's going to be coming back to the game to talk about the game, right? To talk about it. And when the news broke at the time, it was just absolute excitement. We finally got to hear for the go. Now, let me tell you one of the reasons why people were excited, beyond the fact that they were excited to see the greatest player to ever play the sport step back into the fray. I think people were also excited because now we get to get a fresh perspective on some of the things that are being propagated out there through some of these media channels. Because let's just face it, the people that have been dominating the sports discourse, at least it is in basketball in the NBA, has been all clutch sports guys. Let's just keep it a stack. It's all pro LeBron guys, pro his narrative, pro twerking, pro honey slinging, pro gyration, all of that. The media landscape had been littered with these guys. And now finally, we get to hear from Michael Jordan, the greatest player ever. And this is something that I believe a lot of those guys were not happy about. This is what I personally believe here. So what happened? The news came out. Subsequently, we did a show that was centered on how much Jordan is going to be getting paid for this NBC deal. And the number we were able to unearth was around $40 million per annum, right? Earning just a little bit more than Tom Brady, the greatest football player of all time, is earning with Fox Sports. We covered that. So what happened? Yesterday, Stephen A. Smith went on the PBD podcast, Valuetainment, Patrick Davis podcast. And they were up there talking about a bunch of things. Tariffs, would he run as a Republican? How does the black community view him? Is Anthony Edwards a superstar? And then they got to the part about where they were discussing the return of Michael Jordan, right? And I was very eager to hear Stephen A. Smith's thoughts on this, and I'll tell you why. Because some people out there had been telling me, according to these sources that we don't even know who they are, that, Michael Jordan is coming back to make a fool out of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan fans. And I'm like, what? Jordan is going to come back to attack his own fans? I'm lost. They were essentially saying that Jordan was going to come back to basically rub LeBron's booty because of all of the things that Kobe fans and Jordan fans have been saying against him. So he's here to basically say, no, only say nice things about LeBron. And then Jordan is going to come back and alienate his own fans and the fans of Kobe Bryant. I'm like, that makes no good goddamn sense. That makes no bloody sense whatsoever. So when they brought up, when Patrick David brought up this news that Michael Jordan is going to be coming back to talk sports, Stephen A. Smith then revealed this. He said not only is MJ coming back, but he is coming back to absolutely destroy the cupcake era. And I was like, thank you. Now we finally get the real on what's really going to happen. But before we even get into what Stephen A. Smith's comments were, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Stephen A. Smith had to reveal to Patrick Bet-David on the PBD podcast, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Patrick Bet-David here.
Heck, people may watch the game to just hear his commentary and not even pay attention to the game, right? Mm-hmm. But if you would have told me 10 years ago, 5 years ago, Michael's going to come back and do commentating, I would say, Stephen A., I don't know if I can see that happening. Tell me your thoughts on
Couple of things. Number one, don't believe everything you read. NBA Countdown, ESPN, our ratings are up. Not down. Our ratings are up, okay? From a year ago, from 2 years ago. That's number one. Number two, linear television is one component. More eyeballs are transitioning to digital. And what people don't realize is just like you're doing this, like you're not on linear television. You guys have over 6 million followers. They're watching you. It's just not on linear. So when you see people, they're not watching. It's just like with me, when people, I guess I'm a rarity because, First Takes ratings have, been what it is and stuff like that. But I've got over 1 million subscribers on YouTube inside of 2 years.
I watch more than I watch the game.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying to you is that they're watching me on digital. They're watching First Take on digital. I personally register myself over 2.3 billion views annually between First Take, between my podcast, between NBA Countdown stuff, because it's not just linear. So just because they say that the numbers are down on linear television, there's a reason why Amazon has now replaced TNT. There's a reason for that. Now, when you think about Michael Jordan, that's NBC. That's the long-standing relationship. Amar Rashad used to be over there. Okay. NBC had the contract, and you had this one executive that had a very close relationship with Michael Jordan that convinced him to do it. Because for network television, that's a drop in the bucket for them to get Michael Jordan.
Nothing.
Let me tell you something about Michael Jordan. He's going to be brutally honest. Oh, I can show you that. He's not going to be somebody that's going to be passive about, not the Michael Jordan I know. The Michael Jordan I know, when talking basketball, he is as candid as it gets. He ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. He ain't trying to be insulting, but he's going to tell you what's going on. Just like I just described something with Ant-Man, that's something he'll tell you. He's talking about the game of basketball. I don't think he's going to be passive at all. I really, really don't. And I'm actually proud of him for doing it because, with the Jordan brand and him being worth over $2 billion, so he don't need this. So his mentality, please, and wasting my time with that because he never wants to be interviewed and all this other stuff. And I said, come on, man. Let me tell you something. Stop acting like you have nothing to say about basketball now that you're retired. You talk about it all the damn time. I'm literally talking about getting a call. What the hell did I just hear you say? Call me. Call me now. I'm like, what the hell you say that for? It don't make no damn sense. This is him, right? Now, he wasn't as eloquent. Like Kobe. Kobe was a little bit different. Mother, I didn't just hear you say that. Don't even think about getting the air and thinking that you're going to go someplace else because you got another one of your damn 12 jobs. Pick up the goddamn phone and call me now.
That's Kobe.
That was Kobe.
Wow.
That was Kobe. Mike's not quite like that, but he's candid. And I don't think that he's going to be shy about saying what he sees at all. A matter of fact, if he is, he's going to have to deal with me because I'm going to be in his ear telling him, we getting shy now. Oh, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. That ain't the one. That ain't the MJ I know. What you doing? Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Stephen A. Smith here. So you heard what Stephen A. Smith had to say. What are my thoughts about this? That sounds about right. It sounds about right. And that guy, whoever he was, that talked about Jordan is coming back to scold his support. Why would Jordan come back to scold his supporters? Like, I'm confused. And the part that was killing me was like, these guys were out here saying, you see, he's going to come back and really get rid of, because he's not going to be negative. I'm like, that's interesting, because that's all you guys have been. You guys have been tearing down Jordan's legacy at every turn. We're done with the 90s. Going at Kobe Bryant, going at this one, going at that one. And at the end, y'all get to run off scot-free and act like as if, oh, look, Jordan's coming back to get y'all. Nah, bro. Don't throw a rock and hide your hand. Ain't no coming back to save nobody. Smith is saying that he is coming. Smith is saying that he is coming back and he is going to keep it a buck. So let's think of some possible scenarios of what this may look like. Let's think of the practical application of Jordan keeping it real. You think that Jordan is going to sit down and see dumb basketball being played, players load managing left and right, and Jordan is going to be like, well, you see, you got to understand, man, things are hard these days. He not going to go for that nonsense. He not going for that. What would Jordan look like supporting the nonsense that goes on when in his era, they actually went through the grind? Do you know how many times Jordan played 82 games in a season? Do you know how many times he played 78 plus games in the season? So Jordan gonna come back and basically try to put a bib on this generation and say, oh no, don't be so harsh on them. They're going through a lot of stuff. You bugging. Stephen A. Smith said Jordan keeps it candid behind the scenes. So you should expect that. And if Jordan is trying to be too politically correct, he's gonna get in his ear and be like, what's up with all of this? Nah, don't spare their feelings. And you know what's most interesting about all of this is this. You have LeBron, who is this era's apologist. Oh, the older generation is this. So what I'm waiting for now is the following. Who is going to be the Dumbo that's going to jump out of the window and call Michael Jordan a hater? Which one of you jigaboos is going to do it first and lose your entire platform and your credibility? Who's going to do it? Because you must be sadly mistaken that if you think NBA fans are going to go against Jordan for your ass or you LeBron content, it's not going to happen. You guys are just one fan base. It's not going to happen. And let me tell you this. A lot of people are looking for some honest commentary. We don't want to hear no more y'all twerking. No more y'all complaining. Oh man, there are too many back-to-backs. Can we get more breaks? Can we play a game a week and a play? Like, yo, we tired of hearing from y'all, man. We tired of hearing from that week, you know what. Nobody want to hear that no more. So it looks like whoever it was that was going around the internet spreading that rumor that Jordan is coming back to talk about the toxic media. Who's the toxic media? Are you even joking? Where do we start? Do we start with Nick Wright? Do we start with Shannon Sharp? Do we start with all the people that came up with these dumbass slogans like we're done with that? Where do we start? Oh, it's going to be a wonderful day. Nah, bro, you can't have Jordan to twerk with you. And I wonder, what happens when Jordan says something that's critical? Is LeBron going to go on Mind the Game podcast and be like, Jordan's a hater? I'm waiting to see that too. Because ain't nobody going to support him over Jordan except his fan base. Ain't nobody. Jordan carries the most respect out of all of these dudes. It's a fact. And when he talks, we all gonna listen. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And we'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.